Hello everyone. Looks like we are live now. Actually, I don't even have it open, so I hope we are live. I should probably open up the stream. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, everyone's saying hello. Let's see, Patches. I think you'll see him tomorrow, maybe. You can hear me? Good. I don't have it open. I'm opening it up now. I'm a little behind schedule. Better mute this. I've got nothing on the agenda today. Absolutely nothing. Anthony says, happy Monday, Fish fam. Yes, definitely happy Monday, everyone. Loud and clear, that's good. My angelfish pair just laid over 300 eggs. That's nice. Amy Aquatics, how you doing, buddy? I am tired. I am super tired. Puffer Chris says, how's Patches? Patches is doing great and makes an appearance in tomorrow's video, I believe. Actually, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Can we talk about how awesome Patches is? Yep. Patches is pretty great. Let's see. Little Steen is doing well. Doing really well. Hello, everything. The carbon shrimp are doing well. Neon tetra, they are in with a betta fish, so they don't come out very often, but they are doing well. Can you breed bettas? Yes, you can. How was the 110th birthday? It was just another day. Where do you get your red delta guppies? I bought them on Aquabid a long time ago. Jason says fish room tour. I feel like I just had one not too long ago, like within the month. I don't know. Check my channel. Amazing tank behind me. Yes, this is a really nice tank. How do I like my pom-pom crabs that you hardly see? I'm kind of in love with them. I never see them. I don't really see anything in that tank anymore because there's so much duckweed. I need to, not duckweed, guppy grass. I need to pull it out. Bob, what are some species of plecos I can keep in 68 degrees Fahrenheit? The only ones that I know of would be bristlenose plecos would be able to do that. Oh, the nerdy fish, how you doing? Majestic animals. Best way to clean glass tanks without scratching the glass. I use there's these pads that you can buy on eBay that are for whiteboards. Why is Bob looking so pale? You sick? You sound sick. I'm just tired. Will platies eat my pleco fry? Probably. They might try. I don't know that they can, but they'll definitely kill them trying, I feel. KG Cichlids, how you doing, buddy? 148 watching, only 17 likes. That's a new record. A record low. Bobby, you sound a little hoarse, rough today. Are you okay? I don't know. Maybe I just need some water. What are those pads things? Eraser pad, like dry eraser pads, I think. Can you breed killifish from eggs and how? I cannot. I'm not good enough. I have never tried it myself, but I know people that have tried it and it's really hard. Taylor says, just saying hi, need sleep. Chat is too fast. Love you, Bob. Love you too, Taylor. Thanks for waking up from your nap and coming and saying hi. Will a yo-yo loach eat my guppies or a mono shrimp? They would probably go after shrimp, definitely. Bob is being Bob, seems fine to me. Yep. Yep, just a long weekend. Sergeant Tank, Jeremy, everyone should go check out Sergeant Tank if you don't know who he is. He is the man. He sent me a t-shirt for my birthday, so that was awesome, and I actually got it on my birthday, so that was cool. How long is the live stream? Until I fall asleep, which is probably going to be in like 10 minutes. Bob Joe says, are you ever going to challenge the wilds? Yes, so he was out of town for a little bit, and then we talked yesterday. So hopefully next week. I emailed him and just waiting to hear back. Let's see. Taylor Lee, Bob, what LED lights do you like for a planted tank and a good price? Low light plants, I would do the Phoenix Stingray. High light plants, I would do the Fluval Fresh Implant 2.0. Probably on the higher end of the price scale though, definitely. If you want somewhere like in the middle, if you can still get the old Phoenix Planet Plus, not the 24/7 but the original one, I really like that light. Had a guppy jump from my tub today. That gotta keep them covered. When y'all awesome fish keepers get a moment, do two things for me: hit that like and check out Steenfott Facebook group. And there's the link. Thank you, Nisi. What fish can I keep with a neon jewel cichlid? Connor, mine was so angry that I actually got rid of it. So you're gonna need some pretty tough fish, I feel. And mine, I put mine in a community tank like a retard and hoped that it would be okay, but it wasn't. I'm cleaning a 120-gallon tank that I want to sell. I can use a magic eraser. Yes, as long as it doesn't have chemicals on it or in it. With the Fluval Fresh Implant 2.0, I have not found a plant I am unable to grow in my 40 breeder. Yeah, it's a really good light. I would say just save up for it. It's really good. Sometimes they go on sale at aquariumcoop.com. They never really go on sale on Amazon, at least that I've ever seen. So I think when I bought mine, I just waited for a sale at Aquarium Co-op. Oh, Laura's here. How you doing, Laura? Haven't seen you in like 3 years. Best way to fix cracked frames on tanks. Are you talking about like the centerpiece that goes through it? I've only fixed one, and I used a piece of what's called, where I'm from, called backstrap, which is just a metal piece, and then I bolted it on the strap. I soak and repeatedly squeeze my magic erasers so they don't have chemicals. I know you can buy them on eBay without the chemicals. Hey Bob, I was wondering if you could tell me why my goldfish is acting weird. Don't all goldfish act weird? It sometimes goes unbalanced in the water. That happens after I feed him. He's 5 years old though. That sounds pretty normal to me, but I just got my first goldfish like a week or two ago, so I'm certainly not an expert. Laura says, happy belated birthday. Thank you, Laura. Have you ever been to Challenge the Wild, or has he ever been to your fish room? No, we are on the different side of the opposite sides of the country. Will a Phoenix Stingray clip-on light grow dwarf hairgrass? If it does, it would not grow very fast. It would probably keep it alive, but it probably wouldn't spread. I have dwarf chainsword growing under a Stingray light, and even that grows incredibly slow. I got 2 wild-caught Altum angelfish yesterday for my 20-gallon, and they won't even touch bloodworms. They might just be settling in. Give them time. I'm challenging the wild each and every single day. Okay, what else? Jordan's Fish Room. Are zebra danios okay with guppies and mollies? They'll probably pick off fry. Feed goldfish sinking pellets so they don't breathe air from the surface. It can cause swim bladder issues. Check out Solid Gold videos. I'm doing a heavily planted 29 and can't decide whether to get pea puffers, guppies, or mollies for it. Well, if you get pea puffers, just keep in mind you'll probably never be able to get anything else. Bob, how would I buy stuff from you online? I don't sell stuff. I'm not a business. I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm not a business. I'm just here for the fun of it. Do you sell fish? Very rarely, and if so, do you ship to Northern Cali? I've shipped all over the US, but I rarely sell fish. Let's see. You won't regret it if you get one. Really become a big part of it. Okay. Recommendations for 120 as far as fish go. Majestic animals. What kind of fish do you like? Pea puffers are angry. Yes. That's why I've stayed away from them, because I like putting... I always like getting new fish, and if I had pea puffers, I would never be able to put anything in with them, and I feel like I'd get bored really fast. Whereas like my Maboo puffer is friendly, and I can put just about anything with them. Randy Simmons, either way, I hope one of those ways is right. Do you have a podcast? Dig in the channel, keep it up. Also tacos. I could go for some tacos right now, that's for sure. Um, let's see. I do not have a podcast, and I've looked into. I need to talk to Corey because I've looked into trying to convert these um, live streams into podcast, and I feel like I need to be doing it, but I don't know how. So I got to. Corey tried to explain it to me one time, and I was like, "Durr." So I need to talk to him again. Nick K, hello. I find pea puffers are also hard to feed. They can be. Let's see. Thank you, Randy, for the super chat, by the way. Thank you. Really appreciate it. If anyone knows how to turn these live streams into a podcast, I know you download it, then upload the audio somewhere. I don't. Does it cost money? I have no idea. Are you excited for Chicago? I feel like it's too far away. Ask me again like the week before. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The Corey's video really kind of jazzed me up for it, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Please get an Aranda calico goldfish. Well, calico are my favorite, so maybe. Puffer week, it's a bad week to be a snail. How often do you usually spend doing YouTube stuff each day? Probably at least 2 hours a day. And that's on days where I don't like edit or upload. Like a Wednesday, I don't have videos or I don't live stream on a Wednesday, but I still spend probably at least 2 hours. I try to answer all the comments, although I kind of fail at that. And then I always try to watch other people's videos. I'm not sure if that counts or not, but one of the things that's really kind of bummed me out the most is not having time to watch everyone else's videos. So I'm usually way behind. Did you see Joey hit 500,000? I did. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's chill, Laura. If I add an albino pleco with a super red pleco, would you worry about crossbreeding? It depends. They will definitely crossbreed, but if you don't care, then don't worry about it. AMA Aquatics says, I want a Mabu puffer to grow out from my 500-gallon tank. Well, get one. Easy. Problem solved. I have 2 calico fancy tail in a 20-gallon. I definitely need more goldfish. I'm absolutely loving that goldfish, and I knew I would. You guys have heard me. I've been saying I've been wanting to get a goldfish for a long time, but I've just been waiting for that one, that perfect one. And to me, Patches is that perfect one. As soon as I walk up to the tank, he greets me. So super awesome guy. So John, or I think it's John Michael. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry. I just watched a bunch of your videos, and I know you say your name in them, but I'm still really bad. Brings up a good point. He subbed back. I sub back, everyone. Definitely try to sub up to everyone in the fish room, including John Michael. All it does is spread more the aquarium love around YouTube. There's Challenge the Wild right there. Challenge the Wild. Someone was talking about you earlier, wondering when we're going to stream again. How is Patches? Patches is doing good. Doing great. He's also doing good. He does do good. Patches is Bob's Frank. I feel my Frank is Little Steen, but Patches is right there. And only because I've had Little Steen a lot longer. Challenge the Wild says next week. Sounds good. I think you stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays still. Just let me know. $2 super chat from Kaz. I like to keep full-size arowanas in my shot glass. Don't we all? What's the best way to contact you? Almost forgot my email address. steenfotaquatics@gmail.com. I think it's in the description. Maybe. Let's see. Spread the love. We spread it. What's the incentive for these live streams? They seem to be going crazy. I live streamed a lot when I first started live streaming. I'm talking like 4 times a week, and there was no incentive other than it's fun. That's it. Would you name a fish Buddy? Yeah, why not? Best light for a 2.5 gallon betta tank? Whatever the cheapest LED light I can find on eBay or Amazon. You can have my goldfish. Have you ever thought about saltwater tank? Rico's reef tank? Yes, I've had one in the past, and I have a 75-gallon planted tank that is crashing big time, and if it doesn't recover, I'll probably turn that into a reef tank. How long did it take to reach 13,000? I started in October, Jessica. Started in October, and I've been averaging about 1,200 subscribers a month since I started. I'm getting into betta fish. Never really wanted one, but now, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, so if you guys want to know what my video tomorrow is about, surprise, it's about bettas. I feel like I've been putting a lot of betta videos out. But I did buy 2 show quality bettas online, sight unseen. And while I don't think they're anywhere near show quality, they are pretty cool. So that's tomorrow's video, just to give you guys a heads up. Is it bad to say I hope the 75-gallon planted crashes? I'd love to see you document fresh to salt conversion. Well, remember, I've already had salt, so I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm not an expert on fresh either. That being said, I kind of know the gist of it. AMA Aquatics wants to know how the 240-gallon is coming. It's not coming at all. I haven't worked on it. It's been 100 degrees out for like 2 weeks straight, and I don't like working when it's 100 degrees out. Why is it crashing? Well, it's been a while. About a month or a month and a half ago, I took about half the plants out of it, and it's really, that tank was in like perfect balance. It's a crypt tank, so I have a whole crypt carpet of crypt lutea, and I took about half of them out, and for whatever reason it just threw off the balance of the tank, and now everything's melting back, and so I know that's like a crypt thing, but I don't know if I have the patience to wait it out and regrow that whole tank again. Any good channels about betta fish? Yes, Simply Bettas, Inglorious Bettas is a good one. Life with Pets, definitely lots of good ones. What fish would you put with bettas? I put guppies with bettas, and I put shrimp with bettas, and people will say that I'm an idiot, but so far it's worked every time. How are my zebra plecos doing? Slow and steady wins the race. Corey and I were looking at him when he was here a couple weeks ago, and we kind of guesstimated we got about another year. Well, I got about another year to go before they're breeding size. So yeah, just slow and steady. John Michael says, anyway, gotta go. See you all around. Jessica Inglorious Bettas is a great channel. Yep. Yeah, I would say my go-to betta channels are Life with Pets, Inglorious Bettas, and Simply Betta, in no particular order. They're all great. Can you keep a German blue ram with shrimp? You can, but not for very long. They will definitely eat your shrimp. Do I have any other animals except for my dog? That's it. Just fish and dogs. I might be breeding molly fish in the future. Do you or anyone have any tips? Just have a place to put them when they breed. Dwayne says Moon River bettas too. Yep, I did forget about that one. Sorry, Dwayne. Thanks for reminding me. Down the Wormhole knows a lot about bettas. Now I gotta go. All right, John Michael. Have you ever kept the other half of the hobby saltwater? Yes. Not for very long. I had a saltwater tank for maybe 6, 7 months. And the problem was it was just a biocube, so it was really small. And it just wasn't a lot of fun because I was just too limited on what I could do versus what I wanted to do. So that's why if that 75-gallon ends up crashing all the way and the crypts don't rebound, I'm just going to tear it down because it's got the overflow, it's got the sump, it's all set up for it. Matter of fact, the sump that's in there was out of a saltwater tank, so should do pretty good. Steenfott Aquatics, thanks for ignoring unsubbed. No problem. Thanks for unsubbing. Everyone subscribe and click on the bell icon. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Bob Joe. Let's see. Awesomeness, shameless plug, but I have a video about mollies. Feel free to ask any questions, and I will try to answer. Yeah, check out Seth Cruz or Seth's Aquarium. Oh, I forgot I took your video down, Seth. I had to change it up. But I used to have Seth's video up on my background here. How do I grow my YouTube channel? I'm too shy to post videos. You're not gonna grow if you don't post videos. I I don't know what to tell you, Jessica. Um, I mean, the thing you got to do is go back and look at everyone's channels and go back and look when they first started. Like my videos were, I can't even watch them, they're so bad. And they're only a little bit better now, but man, I try to go back and watch some of my first videos. And then if you go back and look at Aquarium Co-op, there's one video where he's just like staring off into space. It's so funny. Let's see. Dean H with the $10 super chat. Bob, hope you had a wonderful 29th birthday over the weekend. Yep. Stream dropped out, Bob. Did it? It's still showing healthy and strong here. You might have to refresh your page. Olympia Shrimps brings up a good point. You don't really have to be in the video, but it does help. But if you look at everyone's channels when they first start posting videos, very rarely are they actually in the videos for quite a while. I want to say effing awesomeness, but I know that's not it. I'm going to try and become a YouTuber, but I only have a tablet for a camera. Hey, it's better to start than not start at all. What day is your birthday on? Mine is on the 9th. Mine was 2 days ago. Can't confirm. Growing a channel is a long process. I'm at 14 subs with 3 months in. Yep. Yeah, it definitely... I got lucky in the fact that I had like 3 of my first videos go viral. Well, viral, right? Not viral, but viral for me. I'm just getting started with my channel now, and I love making videos. I used to be really scared and shy, and I couldn't talk at all. Yep. I mean, that's the thing. You just got to do it. You just have to do it. It sounds so simple and so cliche, but there's a saying that I'll probably mess up, but I don't know who said it, but it's the more time you spend in your discomfort zone, the larger your comfort zone will get. I don't know who said it, so I can't quote him, but it makes perfect sense. There are so many competitions out there, though. Yeah, but I mean, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. People are always looking for more things to watch. People get bored. People move on to other channels. Caleb's Fish Tank says, my channel has hit 100 after a year, and it's taking forever, but I think I'm getting better, and the more you try, the less shy you get. Yep, it's absolutely true. Am I ever going to open an official Steenfott store? I don't plan on it. No. How many Parasiprochromis would you suggest for a 30-gallon tank? Is it a 30-gallon long or 30-gallon tall? They would probably do well in either, but I would start with probably 6 and make sure you got a good mix of like 2 males and 4 females. I know it won't look the best because the males are what you want, but if you want to breed them, that's what I would do. Just did my first fish fam news the other day. Check it out. 3 angelfish, 1 gourami, 1 Bolivian ram. Where to go? 1 black ghost knife and a 20-gallon planet. Is that too much? Yes. Yes, I feel like it is. The ghost knife is going to outgrow it. So Steenfott Aquatics, if you're buying show quality fish, are you ever going to enter in some shows? I've always been curious. Well, there's no shows out here, and I did buy, I put it in quotes, show quality fish, but I don't think they're show quality. You'll see them in tomorrow's video. You obviously have a neck. Wife and I watch a good bit. Well, good. Thanks, Chris. The thing you got to realize is if you actually want to grow on YouTube, you're going to have to spend time to do the research on YouTube. You know, there's some channels that really take off really fast, and then there's channels that don't, and the content could be identical. The difference is who's doing YouTube research and who's not. I'm thinking of breeding my gold female bushy nose for profit. Any tips? Get a male. Sorry, Connor, don't mean to be a smart ass, but just feed them a ton and do lots of water changes, and you'll have so many fry you won't know what to do with them. Bob, have you seen the Co-op Mobile? I had Co-op Mobile when it was like 5 years ago. Is there a new one? I don't know. Chris says, will you be in Chicago in November? Absolutely. I'll be there for almost a week, I think. I don't know. We booked it like 3 months ago, so I don't remember, but we're gonna be there for a long time. Yes, do your research. It might be time consuming, but it's worth it. Yep, absolutely. And then there's lots of channels out there that tell you the process on how to grow a channel, and you want to watch those too if you really want to grow your channel. There's also a significant amount of luck involved to getting noticed. I don't believe in luck. Nope, I don't think it's lucky. Tank mates for pea puffers. As far as getting noticed, luck is basically preparation meets opportunity. So if you're putting the work in, eventually you'll come across the opportunity. Eventually your video will get picked up. You just got to put the work in. What tank mates should I get for pea puffers? I wouldn't get any. Comfort is equal to complacency. Yep, absolutely. What? Wait, what is a co-op mobile? Yeah, I haven't heard of it either. What's the best place to find some good L46? Probably Aquabed. And you want to look for a seller, I think it's called Green Thumbs, if I remember right. That's where mine came from. Technology, I certainly don't have that. Personality, don't have that. Luck isn't real, it's all part of the RNGesus plan. Yeah, there's two things I don't believe in, and that's luck and procrastination. Priscilla, what do you have with your puffers? I don't think she has anything. It's a brackish tank, right? Bob, autocorrect got me again. I was talking about the new co-op traveling van. How do you go from app to van? What was my first video about? I don't even remember. AMA Aquatics wants to know if Mr. Science Geek is streaming after me. Normally he does, hopefully. Brown hair algae, why is it there and how to deal with it? Can't use Excel. It will kill my Val. I would do more water changes, Scott, and also try to increase your flow. And yeah, the water changes and try to increase your flow if you can. Susan, nothing, just pea puffers. I feel like they would kill anything else. Yep. Hey boys, I'm back. Co-op mobile equals Jimmy and Corey modifying his Chrysler so they can be on the go. Yeah, see, I was confused because there used to be an Aquarium co-op app for your phone. So, let's see. Lots of big tanks in our fish room, but we have 2 Fluval Edge 6 gallons waiting to go. Recommendations? Chris, I'm on a huge beta kick, so that would be my recommendation. Aquabit is worldwide. Sellers will have a globe or US flag if local. Yep. How do I get duckweed for my goldfish? You can buy it at Aquarium Co-op, or maybe your local fish store has some. I would ask around if you know anyone, if you have anyone close to you in the hobby. Do I ever get haters or trolls, Jessica? All the time, but it doesn't matter. You don't spend time on them. You don't focus on them. All you have to do is set up your block. You have you could put a whole list of words to block in YouTube, and their comments won't even show up. It's pretty easy. You'll get a ton of hate. I get so much hate mail, it's ridiculous, but I don't know. I don't know how someone can have that much free time in their day. I'm jealous. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yep. Do jump starts work? Like for your car? For your aquarium, if you're talking about like the snake oil you can buy, I don't think they work. Savannah monitor eating shrimp was my first video. That sounds about right. I used to have a Savannah monitor. Bob's first video was about Savannah monitor eating shrimps. Well, there you go. Yep. I think I was hand feeding them, or maybe using maybe I don't think I was hand feeding them. Yes, everyone, Mr. Science Geek is streaming after Bob. Let's show him all our support. Yep, Mr. Science Geek is amazing. Love that guy. Steenfott Aquatics duckweed is illegal for a store to sell in my country. Oh, interesting. Well, then I don't know where you would get it. Joel is one of Bob's trolls. Yep, it's true. If you get pea puffers really small, you can get lucky. You have a dwarf blue crayfish and a wicker shrimp with mine. I feel like a dwarf blue crayfish is probably safe. Benjamin, do I love you? Sure, buddy. Nothing but love. Okay, really gone this time. Good night, all you awesome fish keepers. Chris says haters, seriously? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe one day it would be a terrible video. Maybe in a live stream, I'll take some clips of some things that people have said. It's pretty funny. Sorry, got to go. Love your streams. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jordan's Fish Room. Always appreciate you stopping by. In my experience, Jumpstart products don't work. Yeah. And if you look at them, I think it's just sugar water, isn't it? Such a waste of time and money. My Monte Carlo can't stay in the gravel, and it's growing algae on it. Any tips? Snow. I have never, ever been successful at growing Monte Carlo. I have been able to keep it alive, but I have not been able to actually grow it. The only way I was able to keep it alive was to put it in the substrate, like in the substrate, pile substrate on it so it wouldn't float away. And then eventually the leaves would come up, but it never spread for me, ever. Jessica says, what was your worst hate comment? I don't even know. I don't even know if I remember any. Like, I seriously spend 0 energy or time on them. Bob, if you don't believe in procrastination, why hasn't the 240 been set up yet? Not for procrastination. That's for sure. Mainly because it's 100 degrees out. Like, I started to tear down my fish room, and then I took a huge step backwards this weekend. Huge step backwards. So, yeah. You're super inspiring. Thanks for all you do in the hobby and getting me into fish keeping. Well, thank you, Sullivan. Really appreciate it. When using ICX, does your water stay blue? Not for me. It's blue for like an hour and then goes clear. I found the YouTuber fish keeping community to be really supportive. Yes, Big City Bettas, this community is by far the best fish community that I've ever come across, by far. Getting hate mail just means you're doing something right. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have algae, how do you know if your light is too high or too low? Well, there's lots of things that cause algae and not just lighting. First, you got to narrow it down to what kind of algae it is, and then you can try to rectify it. But depending on the algae, it could take months to figure it out. It's usually trial and error, unfortunately. GatorX Gaming, best light for an Aquascape 2.5 gallon betta tank. Like I said, you don't need anything fancy. I would honestly go and buy like a $10 light on Amazon. That's it. You become the hobby and the hobby becomes you. Bob, why is my Java moss turning brown like it's dying even though I'm using Easy Green? What's your source? Most Java moss is grown out of the water, and as soon as you put it in water, it dies, unfortunately. And you'll get a lot of resellers that will, or fish stores that just, you know how they do it, they buy plants and they immediately put them for sale. And then most plants are grown immersed, which means they're grown out of water. As soon as they hit water, they die back. It's no different with Java fern or Java moss. All right, man, keep up the good work. Don't forget to stop by when you turn that 75 over into a reef tank. Yep. Rico, I'm kind of hoping it crashes too, to be honest, because it is in my room, and I think it would be awesome to have a reef tank in my room. I know silver arowanas get big. Would an 8 foot 2 feet or 8 by 4 by 4 plywood tank be big enough? Yes. Taylor says Bob is an undercover pea puffer. I don't even know what that means. Just bought a 48 LED light for $9 on Amazon. Yep, in a 2.5 gallon tank, that'll grow just about anything. I keep my betta in vodka and he didn't die. Shouldn't I have used water? Probably would have been better. Bob, can panacories and a mono shrimp go together? Yep. How to breed Tropheus? I have not bred them. I do keep them. Mine are still growing out. The only advice I could really give you, you could try Rapashi Soylent Green. Like any fish, you just want to keep them really well fed. And with Tropheus, I feel like you're going to want higher pH. A lot of my Tanganyikan cichlids I bring down to like 7, 7.5. But I know like my Parasiprochromis won't breed until I raise the pH. I don't know if that's going to be the same for Tropheus. Make sure that you're growing algae in your tank because they do like to graze. Java moss is a plague in my tank. Yes, I absolutely hate Java moss. I will never add it to another tank ever. Oh, it's the worst. No, it's not as bad as duckweed or bladderwort, but it's pretty close. April Shaw, watch Lucas's video where he has rainbows over dark and light substrate. I would recommend, if the question is what type of substrate, oh, it's dark substrate now, they're in dark. Is this normal? Also, how many can I have in there? I moved to rainbows. I moved the rainbows to the 40 breeder. It's dark substrate, which I think is better. So now they are dark. Is this normal? Yep. Also, how many can I have in there? Depends on the type, April. But I think rainbows look way, way better with dark substrate. But that's just my personal opinion. Let's see. Speaking of algae, whoa man, flag... Oh, I almost said something. Flag fish eat hair algae like candy. Yep. That's true. Most rainbows in the wild have sandy bottom. A Tetra 40 hang on back filter. I'm scared to overfeed. Thanks heaps. Algae, I can clean the front. Heaps there. I'm butchering all these comments right now. I'm pretty tired. Should be doing homework, but this is more educational. Man, don't put off your homework. Hey Bob, which rapashi do your guppies seem to like the most? They eat all of it. I don't know if there's one that they like the most. Michael's Fish Room is back. I don't know if I could tell you. I feed mine mainly Soylent Green because mine are in with shrimp and plecos, and they still breed like crazy, so they definitely like it. I want a shell dweller tank. Large is minimum in both size. How large is minimum? If you do multis, I feel like the minimum is 20 long, but a lot of people keep them in 10 gallons, but I think you're going to get overrun, or you're going to have issues with like couple males getting angry towards each other. £5 super chat from AMA Aquatics. Bob, KZ, Karen Ellis ask, what fish besides guppies eat detritus worms? I know my rainbow fish eat them. Honestly, any fish that can fit them in their mouth should be eating them. And thank you for the £5 super chat. I hope that was somewhat of a helpful answer, but I have yet to see a fish that won't eat them. When I have them in my tanks, I can drop in tetras and they'll eat them. So as long as the fish are big enough to where they can fit the worms in their mouth, any fish should eat them. Have you worked out what schooling fish you will get for the 240? I go back and forth every day. I have not figured it out yet. I originally bought the bleeding heart tetras to put in there, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking something else now. So I don't know. I literally change my mind every time I think about it. I want some pea puffers, but I heard they need brackish water. Nope. What does brackish water mean? Brackish is like in between salt water and freshwater tanks. So you have a little bit of salt in it, but pea puffers don't need brackish. Thanks Bob for being a tester for my shirt. Yep. I would have preferred a different fish on there, to be honest, but I still support you. Pound, love your Bob. All right. Steenfott Aquatics, hi Bob. Can you recommend good plant for a 40 breeder with shrimp, guppies, and plecos? Well, I would use guppy grass if you can get it to grow, which guppy grass just needs a lot of nitrate. So as soon as your fish numbers get up pretty high, you should have no problems growing guppy grass if you can find it. For some reason, a lot of people can't find it. Then what's brackish water? Again, so... Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, I guess I'm just a little behind. Brackish water is where the river meets the ocean. There's a mix of fresh water and ocean salt, but not full salt. There is a better explanation. Anyone have a Sun 304B? Do the media trays float or sink? The bio balls make mine float. I've never used one. Hopefully someone has. Guppy grass. Yep, guppy grass. Potty training a ferret is hard. Bosemani Rainbow in progress. Okay, there we go. I'll definitely buy that one. How many pea puffers can I put in a 10-gallon tank? Hopefully in chat. Someone in chat can answer that, because I've never kept pea puffers. They're not really my thing, but maybe someone in chat can answer how many in a 10-gallon tank. As long as your parameters are on point, you're okay. You're gonna be bigger. Okay. What monster-sized fish would you keep if you could? 3 pea puffers and a 10-gallon. I'm not really a big monster fish guy. The only one that I would really want is the Haitiensis cichlid. Haitiensis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that would be, I don't even know if that's considered a monster fish, but I feel like they're pretty big. 33 breeder for shell dwellers. How many fish? 33 breeder or 30 breeder? In a 30 breeder, which is the same footprint as a 40 breeder, I feel like you could probably get away with a lot. Quite a bit, like at least 40. Counting all the fry. Haven't heard of that. Can you describe it? Not sure what we're talking about now. Was lurking in the background, working, getting caught up from being out of town. Hi, Jimmy. Thanks, Aquarium Co-op. Your videos inspired Jessica. Thank you, Corey. Aquarium Co-op, welcome back. 2 pea puffers and a 15, then an extra 5-gallon per puffer, per alpher. LOL, I know he's lurking. You're getting a marine. Oh, Reef and Library. The one time I talk about salt, here he comes. I haven't seen you in like 5 months, and then I talk about saltwater once, and here you are. Oh, geez. Bob, do you have any tips on helping with making videos more interesting? I feel like mine are pretty boring, so I have no tips for you. I'm sorry. You should make a riff on the movie Chef with the co-op travel van. What did you get for your birthday? I bought myself a lot of fish. A lot of fish. I got, well, not a lot, but I bought some pretty expensive fish. So that's what I got myself for my birthday. 2 of my small cichlids are scratching themselves on the sanded decor. What should I use to treat them? I would just hit it with General Cure, if you can get that. That's what I would start with. I have 4 pea puffers and a 13.5. Hi, Bob. Do you think 3 discus will be good in a 30-gallon? I feel like that's small, but I don't know. To me, it seems small. I was talking about describing the monster-sized cichlid you said you'd keep. Oh. Well, now I already forgot what the other question was. Oh, man. How many fish do you have? Maybe 1,000? I don't know. Was watching the vid from last year's aquatic experience. You are looking a lot thinner. Way to go. Thank you. I think it's... I'm not even really trying. I just have less time to eat. I live in a small apartment, so I don't have that much room for fish tanks. Well, just get a couple nano tanks then. A couple 10 gallons. If you can. Dogs eating ice cream, 20 million views. Yep. How's your goldfish doing? My goldfish is doing amazing. I love that little guy. And I'm pretty sure he's in tomorrow's video. But I don't remember now. But I'm pretty sure he is. I think he's in there for just a second, but not only a few months, I'm always lurking. What do you think of my aquarium box? Randy, I do not like it, but it's not because I don't like the box. It's because I don't like the concept. I hate subscription-based services. So it's nothing against my aquarium box. It's any subscription-based service I absolutely hate, and Corey can attest to that because it took me a lot of time to get a few things that I should have had a long time ago. But because they were subscription-based software, I was like, I'm not getting that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, so it's nothing bad against my aquarium box. I just hate subscription services. 2, because especially with that where it's like a mystery, I like to know what I'm spending my money on before I buy something. So, and I know I just bought some bettas sight unseen, but at least I know that I'm getting bettas, right? I love bettas. It doesn't really matter what they look like. I'm gonna love them. But if I just throw out money for a box of stuff, like I don't know what if I just get like a box of like sample food that was given away free at the Chicago Aquatic Experience. Not saying that that's what, that's what he does, because I've never got one. But, I feel like sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you get bad stuff. Does it equal out? Probably. But at the same time, I could just spend that money and buy exactly what I want. So that's just my thought there. I suck at DIY, so do I. Agreed. Everything seems to be subscription now. Yeah, I hate it so much. Now the mental image of Bob getting all giddy over a bag of makeup is making me giggle. Makeup? What? Blair says, what made you get into the hobby? Sorry if you've talked about this before. I'm a new subscriber to your channel as of today. Well, thank you, Blair. I was in the hobby when I was a kid, and then I switched from aquatics to reptiles, and then I got out of everything until about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. I got back into the aquarium hobby when I was out hiking, and I rescued a bunch of minnows that were in a dried up puddle, brought them home, stuck them in a 10-gallon tank that I just had laying around, and that was pretty much the end of it. Taylor says, Bob got a bag of makeup. I have no idea what they're talking about, Taylor. I have no idea. What tetras eat plants? None that I know of. I'm sure there's probably some out there, but none that I've kept. Jessica says, how much do you make on YouTube? So I showed that in my last video, my last live stream last Monday. If you get a chance, check it out. Yeah. I spent about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes talking about it. Roughly. And then I even show you. So Bob was born in a 40 breeder. It comforts him being surrounded by them. I love 40 breeders. That's my favorite size tank. Next would be like a 75-gallon. If I was stocking Aquarium Co-op's 800-gallon, what would you put in it besides Jimmy? Rainbow fish. Big shocker, right? Rainbow fish. I would definitely put in my Mabu puffer, and then I would put in hundreds of rainbow fish. Do you have kids? Not yet. If so, do you involve them in your hobby? Yes, I will when I have them. What's the footprint of a 40 breeder? It's 3 feet long and 18 inches deep, and I think 18 inches tall. 36 by 18 by 18, maybe? I could be wrong. It's definitely 36 inches this way and 18 inches this way. Maybe it's 20 inches tall. I don't remember. Somebody knows. My black skirt tetras eat duckweed. I've never heard that. My pea puffers leave my corridoras alone. Yeah, they're probably big enough. Plus, they're also armored, right? Corridoras are armored catfish. So, just saying what's up for now. Going to listen tomorrow at work. Well, thank you, Rick. Really appreciate it. That is correct. Hope you're talking about my 40 breeder. If you were stocking Joey's 2,000-gallon aquarium, what would you stock it with? Rainbow fish. Big shocker, rainbow fish. His kids are what he'll stock the 800-gallon with eventually. Easy accessible viewing. Peter, didn't you invent PayPal or something? Jessica says, thank you for answering all my questions. I tried to get to all the comments, but I do miss some. There's a whole bunch of measurements. Blair, my 2-year-old loves fish. Yep. Definitely. I do have... Oh, well, we can talk about something briefly that I haven't talked about for a while, and that's tanks for teachers. I have my first one lined up. Hopefully setting up my first tank next weekend. Cross your fingers. So yeah, hopefully I'll be setting up my first tank for teachers fish tank next weekend. That should be a lot of fun. What's the last terrible disease epidemic your fish room has experienced? 3 or more tanks. I've never had 3 or more tanks with the same disease. Knock on wood. My last terrible epidemic was losing like 95% of my guppies overnight instantly. So that kind of sucked. Bob, did you lose lots of subs also this weekend? No, I had a really good weekend. I gained 100 subscribers this weekend. I lost a crap ton of subscribers on Monday. I actually finished the day in negatives. So that was fun. The rainbows were sold to me as Bosemani's. How many for the 40 breeder? Thank you. So here's the thing with rainbows. For like the first like 3-4 years of their life, they only stay around that like 3 to 4 inch range, but eventually they get up to that 5 to 6 inch and get really big bodied. So you're good for a while, a really long time actually. So they take a long time to mature. That being said, I started with 12 Bosemani in my 40 breeder. I'm down to 9. It's been over a year now, so I have lost 3 of them in over a year. But so now I still have 9 in there, and only 2 males. So I say like you could get away with 12 for quite a while. Bob, what would you stock with goldfish? The only thing I think I would put in there would be like peppered Corydoras, something that likes some Corys that like the colder weather, colder water. Can you set up a DIY auto change system? If I could, I would. Is it worth it for a small number of tanks? Probably. I feel like no. I love my aquariums, but not physically able to do a lot of maintenance. I mean, if it's because you're not physically able to do it, then it's probably definitely worth it. But I feel like if you don't have a lot of tanks, it might not be worth it financially. So you kind of got to weigh the balance of, you know, the financial aspect versus, you know, the physical aspect. And then, you know, also your house will depend on how much it's going to cost. Like mine would be ridiculously expensive because my fish room is not really near water. I would have to drill through the house. I rent, so yeah, it would be a big pain in the butt, even though it would be awesome. What's your favorite oddball large fish? I don't really have one. Like I said, I'm not really a monster fish person. I think a lot of them are cool, but even if I had like a massive, you know, 2,000 gallon tank, I still would not get a monster fish. Let me know if you sub me so I know I'll return the favor, says Jessica. My Royal Pleco destroyed all my plants. Royal Plecos will probably do that. Will Golden Nuggets do the same? I don't think so. Nope. The Royal Plecos are wood eaters, so they will destroy your wood as well. Bob, I got a killer fish house. You should come check it out. I know we've talked about that a few times, Scott. And I know we're buddies on Facebook, so we might have to set that up. Favorite oddball nanofish? I should have known that was coming. Is there such a thing as an oddball nanofish? I feel like I'm too tired to answer this question. Oddball nanofish. Well, I can tell you out of all the nanofish that I own, the most oddball one is probably my Okefenokee pygmy sunfish, and so that is what I would say is my favorite. Let's see. It looks like YouTube did a big cleanup this week. YouTube purged all inactive and spam accounts. They usually do it like once every month or two. Hi from Glasgow, Scotland. Big Steen. Hello. Insomnia Handy. 2 a.m. Oddball nanofish. Toothpick fish. Yeah. I knew Corey would know a ton. Yeah, but the one I say is not very oddball, but to me it is. Bob causes flat. Oh my gosh. I will be setting up my first tank for Teachers UK in September, so keep an eye out for that. Great news on you getting your first too, Bob. Yep, AMA Aquatics is heading up fish tanks for teachers in the UK, so definitely check out his channel. We'll definitely be helping each other out there as much as we can from being on the opposite side of the world. Let's see, how are your pygmy sunfish? I never really see them. Even after, well, even wasn't that much of a trim, but even after taking out a bunch of plants, I still never see them ever. Oddball nano reticulated hillstream loach. I feel like those are pretty common. I don't know if that qualifies as oddball. Why can't I grow a val using easy green? Not enough light. Are you using any carbon? Liquid carbon will kill jungle val. If you're only using easy green, I don't know, because I don't even fertilize my jungle val, and I have it in my 75-gallon tank. So it's in a 75-gallon tank with just a Phoenix Stingray. So very, very low light, and it still spreads across my aquarium. So maybe try a different source for your jungle val. Have you used the screw cumber? I have not. Nope. Patrick, you won't see all babies for a few days. Fish poop equals jungle val fert. Yep. Have you? Okay. I would use the screw cumber if I got one for free, but I don't feel like I need to buy one. This says, thanks, Bob, for inspiring me to make a video. Yep, you just got to do it. My valves never do good. It might be like where you're getting it from. I don't know. My jungle valve actually came from another fish tank that was set up for Lake Tanganyika, so it was used to the higher pH. My jungle valve has hardly recovered at all from when I added CO2. Yep. Yeah, CO2, liquid carbon, not good for jungle val. I don't know why that's funny to me. Sorry, simply. Patrick, the first drop was a stress drop. The last drop was a drop you will time for every 30 days. Multiple sources. So when you say multiple sources, is that like multiple fish stores? Because they're probably buying from the same wholesaler. If you can, try to find it. Try to get it out of someone's tank. Water Sprite from eBay. I have never bought a plant on eBay and had it arrive alive. That's probably my fault from not researching the sellers. I know there's some good ones on there, but I just prefer to buy from my local fish store. What's your first... Oh, man. Here we go. What is a good way to add iron to a plant tank? Don't forget, I'm in Canada, so Easy Green is out for me. Chem makes iron. You could do it the old school way and put nails in your substrate. And that'll give you iron when they rust. That's super old school. I'm not sure what you have access to in Canada, but almost every company makes an iron supplement. What's the first of your pet fish you'd eat if you had to? If I was in a zombie apocalypse, my guppies for sure. I would breed them like crazy and eat them. Do you think Bosemani and turquoise rainbows be okay with a BGK in a 150 gallon, or will they eventually end up fish food? They're pretty quick. If you had enough of them to where they would school, you might be okay. What other plants don't do well in CO2? With CO2, that is the only plant that I've ever tried that was not good with CO2. Any other plant I've tried has not had a problem. I'm sure there's other plants out there, but I don't know for sure. Cost says I only buy plant seeds on eBay. I know that was a thing, and I kind of want to try that. Can I buy live fish from Amazon? Yeah, you can actually. There's shrimp, snails. Actually, I don't know about fish, but there's shrimp and snails on Amazon. Use root tabs and Chem iron. Yep. Simply Beta, how much did you pay for all of them? Are they from a breeder? Uh-oh. Just got Tam. Lucky only a few didn't make it. The sellers were great. And oh, Simply Beta, since you're here, if you get time, I would like you to look at my video tomorrow and tell me how crappy my new betas are. So I bought 2 new show betas, sight unseen, and I don't think they're show betas at all. I do think they're awesome, but show quality, I'm not buying it, so check it out. I bought plants, Taylor says, I bought plants once online and they came in so dead, it looked like a can of spinach. I got them from a YouTuber, never again. Yep. Bob, tell us some old school tips. That's the only one I know. The only one I know is nails in the substrate. Your best bet would be asking that to Corey. I'm sure he knows 1,000 of them. You should make a video on that. I think that would be a fun video. Anyone know what plants would be good in my green terror tanks? I have one Anubias and they don't mess with it. You're probably going to want plants like that. Anubias, Java fern, pretty much thick leaf plants is what you want. Of course, Inglorious Beta is an official judge, though. She would be way better. Yeah, but she's not here. Otherwise, I would tell her to. She would tear those fish apart and make you weep. Well, I don't think she'd make me weep because I think they're awesome. I think they're really cool. But they're definitely not show fish. So hard to find. I don't even know what that is. Oxidator in stock, always out, not helping my shrimp tanks. We used to add pennies for medication treatment. Oh yeah, Dwayne would also be an excellent source for old school tips because he is OG for sure. Leslie says, I love your betas. Yep, I got 2 new ones. So like I said, I bought 2 show betas, sight unseen. And then I also bought 5 more. Jimmy, hi, how you doing, buddy? You're watching me from work. Nice. Pennies, yep. Hey Bob, does your 40 breeder Aquarium tank have a slight bow in Does your 40 breeder Aquarium? My Aquariums don't, but the Tetra tanks do, and it's so bad that I might actually take it down. Jessica Tam, my breeder fish range from $15 to $70. That's for first bettas, now goldfish. Wonder what will go next. You know, probably Oscars and common plecos, right? Because I said I would never keep those. Bob, if you could only feed one food, what would it be? Rapashi. Simply betta, breed your giants yet. West coasters say betta differently than East coasters. Y'all say bettas and we say betas. The correct terminology is betta. I don't care either way. There's a lot of Nazis out there that if you call them betas, they'll scream your ear off. They'll punch you in the throat. Yeah, but I don't care. I know, as long as I know what you're talking about, I don't care how you pronounce it. Oh, that is 6 o'clock, folks. That has been an hour. We are done. Everyone's leaving. It's time to go. How many people did we end up with today? A couple hundred? I wasn't even paying attention. It's about bedtime for me. Huh? I am worn out. Southerners say stuff how we want. Just bought Seacam title. Highly recommend. I want to try that one out. Simply Betta. Have you seen the unboxing $200 betta fish video? Yep. Anyways, so thanks for hanging out, even though we didn't talk about anything. Rest in peace, Joey's Frank, or no, Arowana. Yep. So, anyways, I gotta stop reading comments, or I'll be here all night long. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for liking and sharing and all that jazz, and we'll do it again next Monday.